Hi guys! Today I wanted to talk about some rules I set for myself for raking. This is gardener's gold. So let's talk about some of those principles that I have learned after 30 years of raking this large property. The first rule I like to follow when I'm taking care of my leaf cleanup is to keep the leaves on the property. By keeping the leaves on your own property, you're reducing trucks on the road and fossil fuels used. It's a very eco-friendly way to look at how you manage your leaf litter. I keep all of my leaf debris for the animals that count on it, the bugs, the birds, the insects. This is their shelter for the winter. Now, I don't leave it on my grassy areas to kill the grass, but I do use it all throughout the garden. And it would otherwise, it's a lot of nutrients you're giving away. It's gardener's gold. All of it is biodegradable, and it will add nutrients to your plants and shelters for the creatures that live in the garden. The second rule I make for myself about raking leaves is to use it for things I would otherwise spend money on. And it's also a lot less effort than buying mulch and hauling it back here. I just use my leaf litter as mulch in all of my containers, around all of the edges of the garden, in all of the beds. The rustic garden bed is just completely mulched by leaves. Some of them drop on there naturally, and I even dump more on there. It saves me from buying 6 to 8 bags of mulch to mulch this, and it's going to break down into something that's more nutrient dense than just shredded mulch. The other way I use the leaves is in my compost piles. I mix them in with kitchen waste and garden debris, and sometimes I just put them together, as in over here. I just put leaves in. This has all leaves, and it has a few layers in it of compost from my leaf compost last year. I've kind of layered that in. Some older leaves, the new leaves. Hopefully that'll break down in about a year, and next fall I can actually use that. Instead of going out and buying bags of compost in plastic, having to carry them all home, transport them home, and using those, I can use my very own compost. And there's nothing more nutrient dense than your own compost or leaf mold. I never have to mulch back here. Look at the beautiful job nature has done mulching my wooded area. I think it's pretty miraculous that a tree is designed to mulch itself. Isn't that amazing, guys? Think of a forest floor and all the layers of leaves that a tree provides for itself. Just for fun, isn't this mum beautiful? It's got that rusty orange color. I just love that, and I particularly love it right near my green bench. I think that's a really good color combination. Anyhow, I planted those last year and I'm really enjoying them. The third rule I use is skip the bags. Now, if you want to go and pick up other people's pre-packed bags where they've done the work for you, that's fine. Or maybe you just don't have a place to store all your leaves. That's fine if you use biodegradable. But for myself, I have enough places I can just blow the leaves to the side, pile them up in compost piles, use them for mulch, and I don't have to spend anything on bags. So I know it sounds kind of serious to impose rules on yourself about raking. But if we all did this kind of practice, we would have less trucks on the road. We would have more little creatures living in our little ecosystems, even in the suburbs. So I think there's a lot of benefits for these rules I have imposed on myself. And you know what? It gets me out here. It's an excuse for me to be outside. So I hope you're having fun in your fall gardens. Yes, even raking. Talk to me in 3 weeks and I'll be pretty sick of it. But I'll be pretty happy when I have that compost to use in the future and some beautiful soil to work with in the spring. Thanks so much for watching.